that's fine, I specialize in all alone. I love the words, but they mesmerized by the tone. Roll the dough and then we let it rise on the stove. I theorize shit outside realms of possibility. Got it straight up to the top and held the spot religiously. Rotisserie, peppers, jerk chicken, level authenticity to the day they pull up with them red beans and all they
mile mini-series. I'm out on the trail. It is pitch black out here. I saw a coyote out here the other day. So, like, literally right in this spot. And it's kind of hard to see when a flashlight is right in your eyes. So, welcome. How are you? I'm doing fine. Doing what I love right now. Right now, I'm at about 100 miles in the past 9 days. So, probably the most mileage I've really ever done in that time frame.
It is 9 p.m. Monday night, and I'm about to go double on the treadmill. I did 8 this morning. Wanted to do more than 8, but had a couple work things to do before I got out the door. Wanted to get back in time for the family. So we're getting it in tonight. Had 8 this morning, 4 tonight, 12 on the day. There's no way in any other circumstance where I'd be floating in my running, just kind of doing base miles or running whenever, where I would choose to run like this at night if I had already run 8 miles in the morning. And it makes it explicitly clear to me, at least, and hopefully you feel this way if you've experienced this, that if you have a target, if you have a goal in mind, it motivates you to do things you normally wouldn't. It like radically shifts the apathy within you. And whether that's good or bad, could end in injury, but you know, in this challenge, I'm loving riding the line, and I'm doing everything I possibly can with sleep, nutrition, and running slow to make sure that I'm not getting injured. And strength is getting in there as well, which I'm gonna hit in the gym tonight. But 4 miles, and then we'll wake up tomorrow morning, do it all again, hopefully 12 plus miles tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I didn't get up this morning because I wanted to prioritize sleep. That might be a constant theme. Well, I don't know how this is probably spooky. Really spooky. Ugh. I've never filmed like this out here at night. No one's out here. My ADHD is going crazy right now. This might be an ongoing theme where 2 days of the week I run after work. I'm in Illinois, so the sun sets at like 4 o'clock. So got off work early, trying to just get 8 miles in right now, and then we'll go a bit longer tomorrow because I want to get back for dinner time. And yeah, it's just playing that game of getting enough sleep, fitting in some strength and conditioning, eating really well. Started that up today. Big Trader Joe's run with tons of fruits and veggies and chicken, and we're doing it.
I'm finally on my way to all my better days. Don't care what people say, I make the world my stage. Life is a beach, I hit the ocean trying to catch a wave. Dive in the water, all my problems seem to float away. I'ma keep it real, I just wanna chill. I don't worry about a thing, I just do it for the thrill. Grass is always greener when you're sitting on a hill, and the grass is never
Twice? What? Alright, I've been on and off reading this book for a while. It's Performance Nutrition for Runners by Matt Fitzgerald. Something like this really reinforces good habits. And I find myself I guess knowing a good base with whole foods and how to fuel the body well between good quality carbohydrates and supplementing obviously with protein post-workout to have recovery and protein synthesis in your muscles, but I don't want to pretend like I know what I'm talking about with that. Also, it's really good the part where he lists off different whole foods, as just a good top 20 list of things to snack on and to feast on for your meals, including beans, different types of fruits, different types of vegetables,
and then what some of that breakdown could be serving size wise, and how you should be breaking it up throughout the day. So cross-referencing this kind of stuff with other models of nutrition. Just talked to my friend Tony the other day about some of the breakdown of what I could be utilizing right now, and all of that is influencing just a very clean diet and not choosing processed foods. I really this month want to start getting disciplined with different organic whole foods that I feel like are going to help me inside of a marathon block. Again, as I said in the announcement video of this challenge, that I want to start developing good habits before I start hitting the mileage I want to inside of a marathon block for the spring. So just went to Trader Joe's. Everything is organic, and it's just not cheap, like if you want to go this route. So organic blueberries and raspberries, sweet cherries. I've read a lot about tart cherry being good for recovery. That's in BPN's Recover. Non-fat Greek yogurt that I'm mixing with almonds and honey to have a medley of that, and I'll throw blueberries in there as well. Organic red grapes. This is what I'll be pairing for lunches this week, and hopefully a lot more soon, is spinach with chicken. And then I have organic, these are sweet potatoes, but then I have organic russet potatoes as well, and green beans. Russet potatoes. I'm gonna be doing a lot more carb loading with potatoes, I've come to realize. Another inspiring thing from that book. And some brown rice as well. Got a big haul. I want to keep foods like this at the studio instead of the packaged Trader Joe's meals I have been doing that have, like, you know, the sour cream and the added sugar and this, that, the other that you have to microwave. But rather, we have an air fryer here, so I want to start getting a solid chicken, spinach, rice, potato dish every day for lunch, with supplementing with the fruits and the yogurt parfaits. So that's where I'm at right now. It's one step at a time. Would love any input that you might have regarding diet, what you think works for you, what might benefit me in this. But I know that it needs to be a lot of calories, as I'm doing around 80 to 90 miles a week right now.
All right, I didn't really have much of a plan for what I was going to talk about. I just set up the camera here, and it's on the widest setting on this full frame sensor. So do I look like a fish? Okay, Jeff scheduled 10 by 1 minute on, 2 minutes easy for today. And there's no designated mileage, so that obviously means I'm going to run 15 miles, right? So, because I have to run 300, at this point, 293 more miles on the year, and I have 20 days to do it. So if I'm going for like a midweek medium long run or sort of long run like this, I'm gonna spice it up. I did this last week. I did a fartlek within a 15 miler, so I'm just gonna do the same this week. But I do need to do this fueled. I can't just go out and do no fuel at all. So let me share with you what I do in this circumstance. Obviously, if you haven't been watching the channel for a while, I'm a BPN athlete, so all my fuel is BPN. I fuel most runs, especially now with doing double digits like every day. But when I'm sport, 2 scoops of this in 20 ounces of water. I usually drink 6 ounces of it before I go, and then 14 ounces in my soft flask. This thing, does anybody know, did Nathan discontinue these? Because I know they kept just getting sold out everywhere. They got insanely popular this last year, but I can't find them on the website. I'm not seeing updates of them coming back. I'm just seeing different versions of the 14 soft flask, but not this one with like the really good handle where you can do this. And I threw away one of mine on the Chicago course, and now I regret it because I only have one left. So Nathan, please keep making these. And then if I'm doing 15 miles, I will bring 3 gels on that. I might take one right before, and then I'll go like every 4 miles, every 3 to 4 miles. So there's apple cinnamon, mixed berry, and mango. Mango is my favorite, and the consistency of the mango is actually very different than the consistency of the mixed berry and apple, These are definitely more syrupy, and this is more drink-like, which I love. It goes down so fast. I can actually down this one faster than these. For me, it's smoother. It's kind of contentious. I know some people don't like the mango flavor and they prefer these. I like all of them, but I actually prefer the mango most. But in races, I've just been sticking with these two for now. May cycle through. I don't know what I'm gonna do for the spring yet, but definitely this, a lot of this. Early morning runs, I tend to do go bar before as well. 200 calories, 24 grams of carbs. Sorry, 36 grams of carbs.
Can't take it too personal. Cost of doing business in this rodeo. Another TV episode of future we will never know. Mixed messages and Morse code, only heaven knows. Scared of archipelagos. No man's
It's beautiful. You may be wondering why I'm wearing a high-vibe vest. I've actually been wanting to wear one on these winter runs for a while. But if you hadn't seen, Nick Bear, CEO of VPN, got hit by a car this morning and got pretty beat up. And he even said, and his doctor said he's lucky to be alive. And I don't want to mess with stuff like that. Obviously, I'm out on the trail. It's not necessary here, but I'll be closing my run in the dark this evening, and I'll be crossing roads. And I know I've been playing a risky game for a while. And, I mean, I'm sure he could tell you as well, being a dad and doing this, nothing is worth your safety.
Now it's flirty friend. Hey, young man, embrace the joy of who you are. Life is unfair, can cut you up and leave you scarred. I know you wanna burn the whole world down, but keep your heart. People take advantage of kindness, so it's hard to be a gentle soul. This a road
Fueling during a medium long run or a long run, it is so important, especially in a situation like mine right now with doing high mileage, because I've said this before, but it bears repeating that your glycogen stores get depleted on longer runs, and restoring those inside the run instead of just after is what's going to jumpstart recovery sooner. So it's not so much of course it's fueling for the workout. This isn't much of a workout, it's just a little fartlek inside of 15 miles, but it's gonna be so important to jumpstart recovery to fuel in this, so I'm not having to play catch up later, because we should run 12 miles tomorrow morning as well. So so important in marathon training, so important in a goal like this. So if you guys are hoping to jump on more miles in the next 3 weeks, maybe consider fueling more so that you recover better. All right, we got 15 miles. It's gonna be a doozy.
I know our circumstances make it hard to pretend. At least we'll be together now as flirty friends. I wish we met each other at a different time. Could've had this.
Man, it feels so good to be back making videos and just to share what I'm excited about. And this is getting me so excited for what's to come in the new year and all of my goals, especially finally dipping under 230. I say finally, I don't know. I feel like I was capable of that this fall. I could have gotten there, but I just fell short. I'm gonna do everything in my power this winter and spring to get into sub 230 shape for the first half of 2025. All right, 16.
And then post run on hard efforts like this, I don't always do it on every run, but harder efforts where I'm doing fast stuff in the middle and a lot more volume. This is kind of reminiscent of a midweek workout in a Jeff marathon training series on a Wednesday. I'll do BPN's recover with one of the main ingredients being tart cherry powder. It's supposed to help a lot with recovery. And I've been cycling in creatine monohydrate as well. Brady Holmer, I think is his last name. I'm sorry if I butchered that, was on Life in Stride podcast this past week and talked about, he just ran 226 in Indy.
big science dude. He has a degree in science nutrition. I don't know what it is, but he has been going on the creatine train. He's been on it for 5 or 6 months, doing it post-workout. All the added benefits of all the reasons why people use creatine.
ATP is kind of like the energy source of our body, or our energy currency that we use. So creatine, we have a system in our body called the creatine phosphate system. And that is it's one of these systems that our body can use to produce ATP. So creatine is bound to a phosphate. And when those break apart, that phosphate, that free phosphate, is like a high energy, and it can be used to produce adenosine triphosphate, so ATP. So creatine sort of donates the phosphate. And so we have stores of creatine in our body, stored in our muscle, stored in our brain. So our body produces it naturally to use in kind of this energy production pathway. So supplementing with it essentially allows you to saturate your muscle stores. So if you don't eat maybe a lot of meat or a ton of creatine in your diet, supplementing can allow you to just store more.
But adding that to this stack, Recover, creatine, and then I'll usually throw in some electrolytes too if I got pretty sweaty. Obviously, like with a sponsorship, I'm going to show all of the stuff I use through BPN. I'm also not going to lie and say that there aren't other good products on the market in regards to this. So I'm not saying that if you follow me, you have to use BPN. I'm obviously just going to show what they have in their lineup and what I use as a BPN athlete. And I can truly, authentically say I love everything in the line, and that's why I decided to partner with them in the first place. Love everything, but obviously there's a multitude of other things you could use that are carbohydrate and electrolyte mix, creatine, gels, all of that. What I love about the Go Gel though is, obviously if you've watched my channel, I'm incredibly subject to puking a lot. And I've come to realize that no matter what it is, at some point, if the effort's really hard or my stomach feels upset, I'm going to be puking no matter what. It doesn't matter what kind of gel it is. I just came to realize a lot of the other ones, like Morton, would be like too gooey and too much for me. So I was really stoked when they came out with the first one, and it was so easy to down. And was so easy. It didn't make me feel nauseous when actually, because a lot of the other gels would actually make me feel nauseous as soon as I tried to start eating it. I think that's about all I want to talk about.